Ben Habib, first and foremost, were you shocked by the news
I
today?
was surprised. I mean, I think as recently as 10 days ago, she said she had more in the tank. And here she is 10 days later going. And you wonder whether there's something behind it about which we're not yet aware, you know, whether there's some detail or some
Ben
scandal.
Habib.
And, you know, the SNP is not without its scandals, is it? You know, Alex Salmond had a cloud over him for a while, and investigations going on, and I think there's some queries over £600,000 gone missing from party funds or something. You know, so there's a lot of this kind of stuff going on with the SNP. And we're going to discuss conspiracy theories later.
We are,
But you just wonder whether there was a trigger point. I don't think it was a transgender issue. She's quite capable and thick-skinned enough and robust enough to have taken that mistake of hers in her stride. I don't think that would be big enough to topple a politician of her standing. And by the way, she is a first-class politician.
Absolutely.
Whatever you think of her policies and, you know, the way she conducts herself, she is a first-class communicator and politician. So I don't.
Well, she's saying she'll remain as an MSP. She's just stepping down as First Minister.
Yeah,
right?
but there's something there, isn't there, which we're not aware of.
Well, there was something alluded to earlier, that she'd been to the funeral of a long-time SNP...
Yeah, the day before.
Yes, worker, but anyway, certainly a colleague. I don't think it was an MSP, but somebody who she'd worked with very closely. And it might have been that, you know, that was the sort of thing that makes you realise that life is very short. I mean, there is a wonderful word, a Scottish word, called scunnered, which has been doing the rounds, which basically means you've had it up to here, you're exhausted, you've run out of fuel. I mean, I was terribly surprised, but it had echoes of Jacinda Ardern, the New Zealand Premier's.
That's exactly what I thought when I was watching.
I mean,
her
it was
speech
almost
today.
word for word. And, you know, actually, I think it's rather brave, if that is the case, to say, I can't do it anymore, I can't do it as well as I want to. And I completely agree with Bren. I think Nicola Sturgeon has been an outstanding politician. She's been massive in Scotland. And whatever you think of her policies, whatever you think of the SNP, she has been an inspiration to many, many women and girls to go into public life. And I think, you know, she's always behaved with great dignity and grace.